morning, everybody. It is Monday morning. We are leaving New Mexico today. We stayed in a beautiful site yesterday. Look at these mountains behind me. How awesome are they? We are just outside of Las Cruces, New Mexico. We stayed at a BLM land, which is free, and I believe there's like hiking trails because there's a motorcycle here, so somebody must have parked and checked out the area. But this was a really good spot. We had issues with our generator last night. For some reason it kept flipping off. So everybody had gone to bed. There was nothing running. We just had the air condition off, and then it would stop the generator for some reason. So the whole thing would turn off. So Caesar was up and down the entire night trying to figure out what was kicking the generator off. So he flipped the breakers for everything else, like turned them all off, so that way there was nothing else that was running on the generator except for the AC, and that seemed to work. The only problem is last night we tried to turn the AC on because it was so hot, and realized this morning that the window in the living room, the big giant window that we have above the couch, was wide open. So a lot of good that did for trying to keep it cool last night. But tonight the plan is to stay at an RV park in Fort Stockton. They have a pool, which is what the kids have been wanting this entire time. So hopefully they have room for us. We're gonna go and just show up today because I called them yesterday and I haven't heard back from them. So we're gonna show up today and hope that we get a spot in the RV park for one night. And then tomorrow is gonna be a super long day on the road, but we're eager to get home. So we're probably gonna be driving like 7 hours on the road. I opted for Bankster Berry today for my daily bang, and Caesar is rocking the unicorn, rainbow unicorn bang. We are at Fort Stockton RV Park. It is really nice. It is one of the Passport America RV parks, so we get 50% off. I believe normally it's $40, and with our 50% off it was $20, but they do charge $2 each kid over the age of 6 and for every extra adult over 2. So we ended up paying $26. They have a little store. They have a little cafe that is, I believe, closed. I think it's only open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for breakfast and dinner. So I think that's pretty cool. If you get here after hours, they put your site and information right outside, which I think is really cool. They have a pool, which was one of the big things that we wanted, and well, the kids wanted at an RV park this entire trip, and we hadn't gotten one. All the sites are pretty spread out. It's a little bit like a parking lot, but they all have gravel sites, picnic tables. They're pretty long. I think we're in a pull-through site, so it's convenient for tomorrow, and it's long enough for us to stay attached. We don't have to unhitch. They have a dog park. Look at how cute the little wagon. They have a dog park, so I'm gonna go get Copper, and hopefully there's some dogs for him to play with in the dog park. Hey guys, so it is, I guess, about 8 o'clock. I'm walking Copper. The kids are in the pool. I took a dip in the pool earlier and I decided to come out so I can walk Copper. I saw a bunch of people at the dog park with their dogs, and I thought it would be nice to take Copper so he can play. And of course, by the time I got out of the pool to the RV to get Copper, they were already gone. So he had no one to play with in the dog park. Okay, so how today went. This morning we didn't have a big breakfast. We got on the road and all I was able to do was have my coffee, which was heavy whipping cream, a scoop of the cacao, and a squirt of stevia. And then I grabbed a Quest bar, threw that in my bag, ate it about 11 o'clock. We were driving for a few hours today, and I guess about 3 o'clock, I just got really hungry, and I knew that we were almost at the RV park. I knew that we were gonna make tacos tonight, and so I snacked a little bit on nuts. I had a piece of beef jerky in the truck, and then tonight we had the tacos. So I had lettuce wrapped tacos with cheese, sour cream, hot sauce, a little bit of tomatoes and red onions. And I was good. I wasn't even like on a scale. Okay, I was super hungry before dinner, and then when dinner rolled around, I wasn't that hungry. I snacked on a little bit of pork rinds with guacamole before dinner, so it kind of curbed my appetite. And then when it was time to eat dinner, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was probably a 4, maybe not extremely hungry, but we'd made so much meat and I knew I hadn't eaten all day, so I sat down, I made myself these 2 huge lettuce wraps. And even at the end of those 2 lettuce wraps, I was pretty much done, but instead of sitting my butt down and being done, I went back and got like 2 more little small lettuce wraps and made like 2 more tacos, which even though they were small, I didn't need them. I wasn't super hungry. And then it was just like, man, I'm eating now because it was good. And I made a lot and there was enough to eat. And it wasn't necessarily because I was hungry or I wanted more, like I needed more. It was more like I wanted more. So it was kind of a bummer that I kind of had a little bad habit there with eating beyond fullness. And so that's something that I need to change when I head back home. So there's that. I did buy a few bangs today and I have them in my cooler, but I'm like, technically tomorrow is our last day of traveling, so I'm supposed to be getting rid of my Bang and Quest bars just so I can make better choices. I realized during this entire trip that I allowed myself, even though it was vacation, I allowed myself vacation mentality and did things that I normally wouldn't have done. And I kept thinking like, oh, when I get back home and I get in my kitchen and I can start doing a meal plan, I can get stricter. And it was just, it was an excuse. It was an excuse for me to make bad choices and to eat more of the things that I shouldn't eat, and to, you know, I guess because it was temporary and we knew that it was gonna be over soon, and I allowed myself to do that. And so I'm scared because this vacation ends right when I hit my 1 year of doing keto. And if I didn't take this vacation right before that anniversary, who knows what my weight loss would have been come July 16th. But I'm a little worried that I either got out of Wonderland, gained weight. That would probably be worst case scenario. Best case scenario would be I lost weight on this trip. Satisfied scenario would be I stayed the same. Very sad scenario would be that I gained weight. So I guess we'll find out in a couple of days when I weigh myself. It's kind of a bummer, but I'm full. I took off my Fitbit to get in the pool, so I have no idea if I closed my rings today. You know, I feel like this whole vacation has been a series of excuses, and I realize that's what we do sometimes, right? When we are losing weight or we're on a weight loss journey, we come up with excuses and allowances, and, you know, we give ourselves so much slack. And I understand, you know, giving ourselves grace and allowing us to have our moments, but too many of those can lead in a direction that is not what you want for yourself, especially when it comes to your weight loss. So that's where I feel like I am, and I'm looking forward to getting on the path again. I hope it's not hard for me to get back on track. You know, when you cheat or you give yourself free moments, when you do that so often, it becomes a habit. Like when you do it every so often, then it's not so bad, right? But it's when you start making a habit out of it, daily bangs, daily Quest bars, daily processed foods, then that becomes your norm. Just like eating out, eating pizza, eating burgers, eating junk every single day becomes a norm, and then your health reflects that norm. And so I feel like if I'm able to make the norm good choices, healthy choices, exercise, whole foods, clean keto, then my health will reflect it. So that's the plan when I get back, right? That's the plan. So anyway, I'm wearing this bathing suit. I didn't even show you, but this bathing suit was when I was a 3X or so, and I guess it's like a 22, 24, and it didn't fit me, and Caesar sewed it up because because the stores don't let you try on bathing suits right now due to COVID. I could not find one before this vacation. So he's like, well, I'll just take it in to where it's a little bit more comfortable for you to wear while we're on the road. So this is the first time I've put it on, I think, or was it the second, that I put it on this entire trip. So it doesn't fit the best. I'm not the most comfortable in it, but at least he took it in so many inches in I think it's all down the side of the bathing suit and in my hips, so it holds me in a little bit more so I'm not spilling out. But I do need to get a bathing suit. I don't know if I'll get one this season because summer's almost already over and I don't anticipate us going to any more swimming pools or having pool days. But I don't know, I mean, who knows, maybe we'll buy one for the backyard and we'll lounge back there during this whole quarantine. Tomorrow, I did buy chorizo to make chorizo and egg. I looked at the low-carb tortillas and I even like out loud told myself, you're not buying the low-carb tortillas. Even though that sounds really good with chorizo and egg and cheese in the morning, you're not doing it. So I didn't do it. I even looked for keto bread. I don't know why, at Walmart, but I didn't do it. So I'm gonna start making a meal plan the second I get back. I'm gonna start my intermittent fasting the second I get back. And we're gonna get ourselves back on track, guys. So I wanna thank you guys so much for going on this journey with me, this 4.5 weeks of vacation and trying to stay keto while on the road. We traveled to 13 states. I think we put in probably 7,000 miles and in 2 vehicles because we bought a truck halfway through our journey. And I just want to thank you if you were watching my videos throughout this whole thing. I know it was a little bit different than normal than the beginning, and you know, it was unconventional, but it was definitely what I was going through. It was my experience trying to keep it keto while on the road. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys leaving comments and all of the support that you guys give me. I post all of my pictures and food and everything on Instagram as well, so it's awesome to see a lot of the keto community in there supporting me and my journey as well as I support everybody else too. So make sure to leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed, don't be afraid to subscribe. There's new content coming as I am still halfway through my journey. I still want to lose about 50 pounds or so before I hit my goal weight, so I've got a ways to go. I'm a work in progress. I've been doing keto for almost a year, and I'm excited to see where I go, especially when I see so many success stories. Oh, Copper, 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 come here, Copper. He's gonna get tangled up in this thing, and he sees a cat. Check this out. Copper, Copper, Copper. There you go, don't get, no. You're gonna get tangled at this thing too. No, 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 no. Oh man. So like I was saying, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave me a comment. I'd like to know where you are on your keto journey. Are you on a keto journey? Are you on a weight loss journey? What brought you here to this channel? I'd love to hear from you. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's Ketosis Focus on Instagram. If you have a favorite recipe, a cookbook, things that work for you, I am all ears. Make sure you leave that in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.